Illegal aliens threaten Texas scorecard Sarah Gonzalez with physical harm at a protest in Dallas. This is Tuesday, February 4th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State, the Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for spending part of your Tuesday here. If you enjoy the Texas Minute, please give us a rating on your podcast app, and if you have time, leave a review. This is the easiest way for you to help others find the show. Let's get into the news. After problems emerged in Dallas County related to early voting, the Texas Secretary of State has now decertified the election systems and software companies' electronic poll books for use in the state's elections. The E-Pollbook systems are used to check in registered voters who show up at the polls to cast their ballots. According to the decertification letter, the ES&S E-Pollbook system failed 7 technical and 3 functional standards. With municipal elections only 3 months away, affected counties must either replace the decertified systems with another vendor system or wait for an ES&S update, which the Secretary of State must first approve. Counties would also need to train election workers either way, creating a pretty tight deadline. Dallas County is currently in the process of switching to a new vendor for their e-Pollbooks. New legislation would prohibit left-wing indoctrination programs in courses and activities at Texas's colleges and universities. Republican State Representative Brian Harrison of Midlothian wants to close loopholes in a 2023 law that blocked diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in institutions' operations. His new measure aims to stop DEI-influenced academic courses, research, activities, guest speeches, data collection, and student admissions. His legislation aligns with President Donald Trump's executive order to end federal DEI programs and follows Governor Greg Abbott's recent executive order, which prohibits DEI-related public university curricula, statements, programs, policies, practices, expenditures, and employee conduct. As protests against immigration enforcement erupt across the nation, anti-enforcement protesters threaten to run over conservative news personality Sarah Gonzalez. Of course, Sarah has a show with Texas Scorecard called Come and Take It. The threats occurred during a protest in Dallas where some 2,000 pro-illegal immigration advocates showed up at the Dallas City Hall Plaza. Gonzalez was there reporting live on the scene when she was surrounded and threatened by protesters. Afterward, Gonzalez received comments on social media from individuals threatening physical violence and even rape. For her part, Gonzalez said she's going to continue speaking out about the need for stronger immigration enforcement. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Why get your news from people who don't share your values? Get news stories from Texas Scorecard. We provide real news for real Texans. Go to texasscorecard.com today.
Attorney General Ken Paxton has become the first Texas law enforcement official to sign an agreement with the Trump administration to carry out mass deportation efforts. Paxton's agreement with the administration follows a January 29th executive order by Governor Greg Abbott. In that order, Abbott instructed all state agencies to assist federal employees working under the direction of the Trump administration with carrying out functions under federal immigration laws. This past weekend, Governor Abbott announced he had signed a memorandum of understanding between the federal government and the state of Texas to grant Texas National Guard personnel the authority to make immigration arrests. You can find the details of this story and others mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting texasscorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Ian Camacho, Valerie Munoz, and Will Biagini. It was produced by Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the first news of the day for the Lone Star State. This has been the Texas Minute with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.